Okay, so what I have for you here is a kneeling exercise variation that actually would keep the spine for the most part out of forward flexion. And ordinarily you'd have the push through bar on the spring, doing something like kneeling cat and looking for that forward articulations. And this will be doing something more like a hinging maneuver back and forth, thinking something like thigh stretch or with the bar. Now, I find that the ball is super assistable in helping the people keep their legs connected to what we're doing. So if you have one, it's completely doable without it, but if you can put the ball between your knees and let it touch the floor, it feels like a third knee. And then I'm going to take the bar in my hands and push it down. Now, as far as like how close and how far, I'd like the person when they push down with their arms to see that it is at a diagonal from their shoulders, but when they bent and pulled it up, it wasn't hitting them in the chest. So not crazy close, but not too far away. You can do this a few times, and I would recommend doing that because really what a lot of this has to do with is wrist movement. So I need to be able to feel that as I push the bar up, it rolls through a wrist a little, and as I push it down below, it again rolls through my wrist. And there's plenty of exercises we do classically that have that, and this is going to be super important here. So while I have the bar pushed down, allow the person to get tall above their knees and pushing down through their feet. Take a breath, and as I squeeze the ball, I'm going to let myself in a flat back, hinge back from the bar. It'll eventually come to about where my hands are the height of my shoulders. Take another breath. As I push it down, I want to pick myself up by pushing down through my feet and using my core to get me up. Hinging back. And we know this, those small lines that exist between extension and being just a straight line. Take a breath as I lift my chest up tall above my knees on the push. Really avoiding the feeling that my arms are doing a ton of this at all. But even here, I feel like my wrists just have to roll a little through the bar. And then roll down as I come up. Now, if the person can, see if you could hinge forward by, in all seriousness, maybe 3 inches to where you can still push down through your feet. And I immediately feel the back of my hamstrings brace on. But this is about how small that'll probably be. And then moving forward direction. As always, important to keep the hips open and moving with the spine. Now I'll put it together. I've gone forward. I'll start to hinge back. Then let it roll through your wrist, come up higher, and push up higher. And we're going to push up past where the spring shuts. To come all the way up. I'll let my body sway back. I'm still just a straight line. Roll through the wrist. Hinge. Pressing down. Come up. And maybe just a couple inches forward. Now, if for some reason you'd like to add extension to it, that's all possible right here. Take a breath, press down with your arms and push your chest up. A gentle nod back in the chin. Pushing the chest up. I'm trying to focus on that thoracic area rather than my neck. Just breaking off. Or my low back taking it, which I tend to do. And then from there, if you wanted to, you could sit down towards your feet and push down with the bar and give yourself a forward stretch at the end. And then roll back up. And that's a nice way to just change some of this kneeling push through bar work for the clients that can't be in forward flexion for too long. Hope you liked it.